Hello and welcome to Fields of Ices. This is a classic game from 2008. I believe it's February 2008. If you can see the player names here, extremely good players. We got Tag Rock and Meph Stuffily. Meph perhaps the best, at least the second best besides Sir Louis to ever play this game. They might not do as well at first if they played now, but I'm sure after a couple of games they'd start dominating just as they dominated then. Of course, Rock needs no introduction. Two Cybran players. They are taking on a couple Aeon players. So Aeon versus Cybran. And we got the little one, plays in Korea now, but a different game. Extremely fast APM. If you actually check his APM in this game, it's also at least as high as anybody else I've seen. And Mentel, who played quite a few games back in the day with these good players. Fields of Ices. This is the original version with a whole bunch of wrecks in the middle. I like this version the best. And looks like Rock. This is what I've seen Rock do in many of his Ices games. Move out with a very quick NG. Actually, both the little one and Rock doing this. The scout coming in, leading in for Rock as well as a hunter. Try to protect this engineer, and looks like this engineer is going to be spotted by Rock, and this is going to be an early victory for Rock against this engineer. Though this little one's engineer getting some free mass here. So both players should realize what's happening, and it looks like the ACU for the little one moving in as well. Here on the bottom, much more aggressive from Mentel versus Meph, and Mentel getting quite a bit of free mass, which is going to be an advantage for this whole right side. Don't see too much air yet from Meph. Don't see too much air yet from Rock, but Rock getting huge power and getting yet another land factory. We see air from no, we don't see air from anybody. This is what happens at 3599. Power spam and teching so far, but so far the engineer for Rock has been the best unit. Till the little one actually stops by, gets the mass extractor, not just moving into the middle. Of course, we got to remember this is only about 3-4 months after the release of Forge Alliance Forever, so players still getting used to this. I believe this is one of the first games with actually 3599 patch, but these players, I'm sure, will do justice. Meph not getting quite a few land units to the middle. Mentel very much alone together with a scout, and looks like he is getting some air. So of course, Aeon with air, extremely dangerous. And as I'm saying this, Tech 3 air rush from the little ones. This is he's got the worst eco, but he's about to get some extremely good units. He looks like a restore rush. This is a straight up restore rush from the little one, picking up the pieces in the middle. Looking at his reclaim 1400 versus Rock with that engineer 4000, about 2500 extra for Rock in terms of mass. Meph getting 2400, Mentel 36, so about 1000 advantage for Mentel. So overall about 1500 more mass for the left side. Nice scout there from Little One. We do see Tech 2 flak as well as some hoplites from Rock, and looks like interceptors from Meph. Meph should scout this factory and realize it's Tech 3. I want to see a restore. Yes, a restore rush from the little one. So nothing but a factory that made a bunch of engineers, not making anything else now. Tech 1 mass extractors all over the place. A little bit of Tech 1 P-gens, and about to have a restore. 640. It's going to be a restore before, yeah, 647. That's faster than you can do it on setting. Unless maybe you could push that. Well, ASF you could probably push now. Scout and restore moving out. And the little one, I'm actually going to focus in on this unit. See if I still remember which button did the tracking. There it is. That's very much an overpowered unit. Unless you got Tech 2 flak, you're basically screwed. Rock definitely has some Tech 2 flak, but Meph is going to be in huge trouble. Let's see, a lot of his P-gens are going to die. 13 kills. A lot of these are actually against the air. Mentel also helping out with some air. Now we also seen a push here from Meph, a wall being constructed. This gunship now with 20 kills, coming back. Yet another restore, multiple restores now. And it's a wall plus restores from the little one. Scouts and restores. A restore is stopping a push with his Tech 1. And now Meph's got to be careful with his ACU. We're now seeing Tech 2 Flak finally coming out for Meph. Rock already had Tech 2 Flak. So now these restores are countered, but they did do some damage. Actually, less damage than I expected them to do. Still a lot of units are alive in Meph's base. And little one sacrificing that much eco for those restores really got to get a bigger payoff. They definitely are getting map control, 31 kills for that, and air control. They're not really getting too much in terms of killing rocks in Meph's main bases. So you got to make that count. We see the little one pulling back his restores. Little one now getting some Tech 2 power. He's got a Tech 2 transport, which means something interesting is going to happen. Of course, also air repair pad. He's got to get that resty nice and healthy. 34 kill. That was the first resty. More build capacity just sitting there from the little one. Now looking at Rock getting Tech 3 air, getting a Tech 3 engineer, and Rock getting an upgrade. Meph also getting an upgrade. Looks like he's got Tech 2 now. And Tech 2 in terms of the factory is going Tech 3 in the air. Mentel's been pretty quiet. He did support with a little bit of anti-air, built a wall. Got his mass, but not much else. Little one now going with Tech 3. So it looks like, given that we see a drop here, it looks like this is going to be a Tech 2 drop of engineers. Resties flying over some Tech 2 Flak, take it over 2 versus 1. Where's this transport going to go? It's going to pick up a couple of these free mass extractors. And Resties versus Hoplites, Resties winning. See, these are now full health. That was the air repair pad. A whole bunch of Tech 1 anti-air. A little one nearly done with Tech 3. 3 restores and a transport. Tech 1 interceptors and mercies actually for a little one. That's interesting. I'm not sure why there's a mercy flying around here. It doesn't do anything, just gets shot. Little one has Tech 3 on his ACU, Tech 2 PGens for Mentel. Little one getting yet another upgrade. Looks like it's the back upgrade. It's got to be the shield. Can't imagine him getting something else from the back, but you never know. Now we are seeing restores versus ASF. Restores holding their own, so much more health. But ASF definitely also has pretty good damage. A restore does get taken out. Some nice wrecks there for the right side. Some more flags coming into the middle now from Meph. Rock getting more shields, more Tech 2 power, very defensive. So Cybran Turtle, not the best turtle, but it's kind of forced with this aggressive tactics from the little one. The little one is about to get, yes, he's got shield and Tech 3 engineer, and this is a favorite thing to do for a little one. Looks like some sharing of resources here. A Tech 2 mass extractor given over to little one. Is he getting into that transport? Yet another transport there from little one. And no scouting whatsoever here from the left side. Looks like they are making a whole bunch of ASF. Need to scout a little more. There's a scout from Meph. Not really sure if he spotted little one working on a major offensive there with those drops. And we see more scouts from Meph. So very difficult to surprise Meph. And now we just saw little one get on a transport. It looks like he's going to go off map, but that's dangerous. All this anti-air in this region. Little one now changing directions. An extremely dangerous move, and doesn't work out. We saw great scatting from Meph. He was able to anticipate, target the right transport. The units have been given over to Mentel. Mentel now has double eco. Not too good of an eco left over from the little one, just a bunch of Tech 1 mass extractors. But he did blow up, kinda. It doesn't look like that AC nuke really actually did too much damage to Meph. So great idea, but doesn't work against very good players. So now Rock and Mephi are gonna probably have to make their advantage count with a lot of moves that take a lot of concentration from Mentel, because Mentel is gonna have a better eco, probably rush. He's got Tech 3 land, make a GC much quicker, and these Harbies shouldn't have too much trouble defending. And we're seeing the Harbies actually moving in. 2, 3 kills, 5 kills. Hoplites got the range, but definitely don't have what it takes. Some ASF coming out now from Mentel. We gotta say air control has been taken over by the left side, and here comes a drop from Meph. This is what you gotta do when you're playing 2v1, drops and quick micro things. Anything that requires attention. With teching you will just lose, and this looks like it's going to be a successful drop. NG drop. You see Mentel has noticed this, making a point defense first, and it appears that the Mephi is a little late making his own point defense. He's going to lose his engineers. He's going to try to get him back on a transport, move out of the way. A good save there from Mephi. Now he's going to drop off directly in Mentel's base. A GC now started by Mentel. It's a good move there from Mephi to save. And a point defense here will be very devastating. We now see a response here from Mentel. Once again, Mephi forgetting to use his drop. That's very unfortunate. And of course, a Harby now will pick up 6 easy kills. Strat Bomber is now coming out for Mephi. He's got Tech 2 radar. And a Spider now started by Rock. Definitely need that, because this GC is more than halfway done now for Mentel. Mentel having power problems. Yeah, unfortunate there for Meph. He could have made this much worse with that drop. But Strat Bombers now for Mephi. Looks like they are getting ready for this assault from Mentel. It's really going to come down to what happens with this GC. Be nice to see some more flak and shields. Looks like it's shields being produced together with this GC. Gunships for Rock, and Rock should be able to finish the Spider by the time GC gets here. So Spider together with some air superiority. But of course these Harbies could be a very big deciding factor together with the shields. Tech 3 power started. Tech 3 anti-air for Mentel. Pretty big Tech 3 air spam. And if Rock and Mephi have been making assault units in terms of air, gunships and bombers, they can be in trouble against the superior air force. For Mentel has just been making ASF. GC is now finished, not moving out. It's a bit disappointing now, it is. Whole bunch of shields once again. Mephi always scouting, which is always great to see. Spider for Rock is finished. He's working on a second. Of course 2v1 Spiders will win. But all this extra health, each one of these shields 5,000 extra health. You see the health here, 100,000 for the GC. Tech 3 power is completed. That will allow for much more Tech 3 air spamming. Scouts there for Mentel. Get taken out very quickly. And some hidden Strat Bombers. 5 Strat Bombers could be very dangerous against an ACU. This has a lot of shields, which Mentel does. GC getting a few kills. Lots of wrecks. Perhaps some engineers here from Mentel. Mentel waiting for his units to catch up. Now let's see how Rock plays his defense. He does have the Spider, so definitely enough tools here for the left side to defend. But perhaps some power problems now for Mentel. That is surprising. He's got yet another Tech 3 power, so
That shouldn't happen anymore. A wall from Meph. That's not going to stop the GC, but it will stop the shields. Unless, of course, the GC just kills the wall. And here we see two spiders there from Rock. Meph running behind the spiders. GC moving into Meph's base here, minute 24. We see yet another spider there from Rock now. Looks like those bombers have just gone stealth. The total air domination. Now 2v1. This is terrible micro there from Mentel. What is he doing? He ran ahead of those shields. That was a huge opportunity lost by Mentel. Right into these spiders. Perhaps he couldn't see them because they're stealth. Very unfortunate there. Just gave Rock and Meph a GC. It would have actually been better if the GC just walked in here, killed Meph's base, got the spiders to chase him, got a bunch of veterans, and then killed off. Instead, it ran from underneath its shield. So all this build-up thrown away by Mentel. Mentel getting another GC, but of course, this is such a juicy piece of mass. 20,000 mass for Rock. So big sigh of relief here for the left side, the Cybrans. And now at this point, they're pretty much, as long as they don't lose air completely and just take up, they can make a few megaliths, maybe make some nukes, and they'll be fine. Restore is not coming out for Mentel. He probably feels like he's got air control. But there should be plenty of flak from previous restore attacks. We're seeing Tech 3 anti-air now going up for Meph. And for Rock also. Very good anti-air all over the place. Big wasted opportunity. More restores. It's a very lucky engineer here. Scouting from Mentel. And while these players just think about what they're doing. Power problems, that's because too much mass for Rock. And this is a very dangerous restore force here from Mentel. You might actually go for an ACU snipe or something like that. So that'll take a long time to kill. Looks like a Tech 2 force here from Meph moving out. GC nearly finished from Mentel. Massive scouting from Mentel. Mentel definitely looking for targets for these restores. He's now going to move in. He's going to have to deal with a lot of anti-air, so he's got to get in and kill whatever he wants to kill very quickly. He's going directly after Meph. And it looks like the restorers are getting hit quite hard. But Meph, he's got to choose a place where he will do the least damage. And Meph is taken out, but a pretty big price there for Mentel. Of course, with Give, now it's a 1v1. Rock just suffered a pretty big explosion. Good for Meph to run away from this position. Would have done a lot more damage. Yet another spider now for Rock. Rock with 3 spiders. Still working on reclaiming that GC, but getting a nice flow of units. And now these hoplites belong to Rock. Rock, not a stranger to hoplites, moves in, takes back a little bit more of the map. Successful attack for Mentel, but probably won't happen anymore. Should expect Rock to make some really good anti-air now with multiple shields. It's very much now a dead even game here at 30 minutes. Cybran versus Aeon. Looking at Eco. Looks like mostly Tech 3 here. And Tech 3 anti-air for Mentel. It'll be very difficult to drop this spot. Also be actually much easier to drop here, but we'll see if Mentel does that. More restores coming in. Strap Bomber still alive for Rock. Yet another GC together with a whole bunch of shields. But of course, multiple spiders for Rock. Rock making yet another one. This will be his 4th. The other spiders for Rock are actually moving out to the top. They're stealth, so Mentel can't see them because he does have the Tech 3 radar, and the restores moving in once again, taking out Tech 3 onto air. And that's pretty ridiculous. Now going after Tech 3 power, going after the eco. We'll finish off the Tech 3 onto air. No more onto air in this region except the SF, which means the restorers can take all this out. Multiple GCs moving in, and at the same time spiders moving in. Mentel could be in quite a bit of trouble. He should have seen these on his radar. Restorers coming back to play some defense. Mentel not running, he does have the shield. But really nothing to go up against the spiders, and looks like Rock has just stolen this victory. There was total domination by those restorers, and he could have definitely defended those spiders if he would have paid attention. And multiple GCs moving into Rock's direction, but Rock takes the victory. A great aggressive kill there at the end with the spiders. Hopefully people enjoyed this one.